Alright, so let's get this video out of the way. So I'm back. That break didn't last very long. I thought it would last a little bit longer, but you know what? I gave up and I stopped caring. So we're gonna do videos whether I want to do them or not, or whether you want to see them or not, or whether they get me in trouble or not. I guess we'll never know. God, okay, useless degrees. I watched this video by Dr. Umar Johnson, who was doing an interview for The Breakfast Club, I think it was. Useless degrees, he said there were 3 central questions that you should be asking your child. I think this is really towards, like, if you're a black parent and you have a black child and you're a black family. These are the questions you should be asking. A, did you teach your kid discipline enough to, did you teach your kid discipline so that way they can get things done on time when they need to get them done? Because college, as you know, you don't actually, no one's hovering over you. The second thing was, if they get a useless degree, so a PhD in African American Studies, what are they going to do to contribute to the world? Say the black race, and did they figure out a way to use that degree to make money? I forgot what the second thing was. I think figuring out the degree to use money, I think I might have combined the second and the third thing. Anyway, I commented under the video, there's no such thing as a useless degree, just a brain dead individual who doesn't know how to network. This I still believe is true. I will always believe this is true because degrees really mean nothing. It's just a piece of paper. People continue to say that, and it continues to being true. It's not about the degree you get. People seem to think because you got a degree in gender studies that you have to study gender. It's not. It's such a short-sighted, dumb person take to ever think about college and degrees and things of that sort. When you get a degree in gender studies, you can do a number of different things. You can work in, I don't know, homeless shelters. You can work in school spaces or higher education, like leading diversity, equity, inclusion, LGBTQ spaces. You can be on the board of a major company to like teach them how to be more inclusive to LGBTQ people. Like you can do a whole bunch of shit. It's not just like, oh, I studied gender. Such a stupid, I don't know. For the smarticle people in this country, I cannot believe we have such stupid conversations about degrees. I got a degree in political science for undergrad, and I would say that on its face, it's a useless degree. It doesn't mean anything. Political science, what the fuck even is that? I took mostly history classes to get that degree, so I don't even know what the fuck counts as political science. Granted, I did transfer in, so I did take some actual political theory classes. I took some international relations. I took history. I got a minor in history. So it's like, it's the idea is that you know a lot, and that you know a lot about different things, and that maybe going to college will force you or help you think about getting things or wanting to know more about one thing that you've learned in college, and then making a profession out of that, God, what is the term? I don't know what the term is, but like when you're on a track and you divert a sub, whatever. I don't know. So yeah, college is not. It's not this like thing where you have to do what you got to major in. I think a lot of people need to be taught that or told that or whatever. It's a degree that you just learn things in, and I think the networking part of my comment is very true. Joining fraternities is another way to network. Sororities, you don't have to do that in order to network, but that's one way that people kind of indulge themselves in getting acclimated to university life. A lot of famous people were in sororities and fraternities. The most famous example that I can use, or most relevant one that I can think of, is there's a comedian named Trevor Wallace. He was in a fraternity at a university. He went back to that fraternity for a video. So that sort of thing, like getting connections to that. Like, oh, I'm in this fraternity, so am I. Can you help me with this? Yeah. That sort of shit. And the amount of, I don't know. You'll meet all different kinds of people in those spaces. You don't have to join those. You can join clubs, things like that. Now, the idea of making money. Now, this is something that I was warned of, or told about. So I got a degree, a master's degree in social work. So a lot of people think that that means no money, which genuinely isn't really true. It just doesn't mean a lot of money. You can get lots of money. You just have to be good with money. That's another thing. It's like, it's not about like getting a lot of money. It's being good with the money you have. So if you're bad with money, you're always going to be poor, whether you're making $100,000 a year or $40,000 a year. So, yeah, you're going to be making a lot. It doesn't matter how much you make. It really if the past 5 years have shown me anything and have taught me anything, it's that it's not about the money you make, it's about what you do with it. As with any other thing in life. Another train, oh my goodness. So yeah, I got this degree. I'm gonna do you can do a number of different things with it. They call it the Swiss Army knife for master's degrees. I don't think they call it that, but it's a useful degree. On its face, it's useless. But you can work for a number of different things. You can work for the government and get government stability. You can work for nonprofits, just private companies, non-private companies, things like that. This is another thing about degrees in college and life is that you're trying to get to a job that is stable enough for you. And stable, not in the sense of like getting paid, but in the sense of like you don't have to worry about health insurance. You don't have to worry about 401k status. All you have to do is just show up, work, and you qualify for those things. When you work these other shitty jobs, like McDonald's or whatever, you don't really get that guarantee unless you work full time. And then even when you do that, it's just kind of like, depending on how popular you are amongst the managers, you may get a lot of hours, you may get none. And that's always a really shitty anxiety thing to be worrying about. Obviously they're vocational degrees, so it doesn't really matter if you do that or not. You just have to do a vocation that you really enjoy and you want to do. Yeah, it's people talk about these things as if it's just like college is a giant waste of money. And I think, yes, college is expensive, but I don't think it's a giant waste of money. I think what makes it a waste of money is you going there and doing nothing. You go in there just to go into class, passing tests, and thinking that having a degree is all you needed to do. When 90% of what you need to do in college isn't even class, it's talking to people and engaging with others. And unfortunately, a lot of people aren't taught to do that. A lot of people don't know how to do that. A lot of people have anxiety and are afraid to like talk to people. That's really bad. But yeah. So yeah, that's it. That's all I had. I had nothing else. I'm still looking for things, still doing things. I may have found something, so we'll see how that works. Anyway, I have realized how handy oh, one more thing. Oh my god. I bought a camera a while ago. Gross. And this is what it is. It's a Polaroid camera. And in regards to that, I'm going to show you the photos I've taken today. I've taken a bunch. I've taken like 4 or 5. So maybe not a bunch, but enough that I'm happy with. So, first one. First photo I took. It's the second photo I took. I was trying to get the logos of each bridge that Penn has. Oh, I'm missing one photo. But this is the third one I took. Oh, Amish people. And this is the fourth one I took, which is like I don't think you're going to be able to see that. But for the last one, if I can get it out. The last one I took was this one. I really like this one, and it looks nice. It's the FMC tower with the flags in the foreground. All right, that's all I have today. That's all I had. That's all I really wanted to say. I'm going to find my wallet, put these in there, and then go to the bar and drink some water and juice. Okay, goodbye.